In the past few years, COVID and people copying your work, and also fashion companies who are just appropriating Native American art, those all challenge your business. But you continue to exhibit really positive and just fun energy, which is what your brand is all about. What is your secret to keeping up a good mentality?
When you do something that is favorable visually or that works well, you are always going to get somebody to come in and try to scoop that glory from you or that ideal from you. And if you don't protect yourself legally, or if you don't protect yourself any particular way, you're susceptible to those type of piracy that's happening. And I've had it done to me, and it is frustrating. And there's just no getting around it. The biggest companies in the world have been compromised. And it goes into the trillions, not just billions, it's gotten into the trillions as far as counterfeits or stolen technologies. The thing that I can go with that to counter it is to keep creating. They're not going to be able to capture an idea that I have in my head right now. I just have to keep moving forward. If I can keep doing that, I can keep creating and keep them in my rearview mirror, and they're going to always be trying to play catch up.
And while you create new products and designs, you're constantly immersing yourself in new cultures as you travel around the world. How do you encourage others, especially people in the United States, to value diversity and inclusion like yourself?
I really, really encourage travel. And there's a thing that says, without travel, it's like you reading one page of a book over and over and over again. You need to experience the whole book in order to experience everything. You need to experience through travel. Every country, every city, every individual could be a particular page in that book, and you want to read that book. In Taiwan, and I took one of the indigenous looks of the idea. I would personally, I say this is taken from the indigenous people of Taiwan. They're located at this place, And I was very fortunate to meet, and then I'll tell the person's name. And we together created this particular look of this particular idea. I'm actually giving them, rights to it too, or my collectors know where this originated, where this came from.
That's really amazing. It's not just about like you expanding your own work, but also just helping out other people, especially indigenous people around other places in the world who also experience oppression because of government and all the history. And that's just a really amazing thing that you're doing. Before you got into jewelry and designing, you tried different career paths. You were in the military, you were pre-med. So what is your advice to young people who are struggling to find, I guess, their compass or career path?
The youth has this idea, if I don't have something figured out by the time I'm 25, I don't know what I'm going to do. The world's going to cave in on me. I'm so stressed out. And now they develop last 20 years or so. They call it a quarter life crisis instead of your midlife crisis. They refer to it as a quarter life crisis. And if I went with those type of that mindset, I've done a number of things in life before I even started doing jewelry. I didn't decide on what I wanted to do in my career till I was close to 40 years old. I was still wondering. I was still like, can I really do this? Can I get this done? And I found a lot of satisfaction in the art industry. You may be stressed out too much, and where's my path? Where's my drive? Where's my love? Where's my everything? I don't want to say take your time.
And your son, Brandon, is your creative director. What is it like to work with him?
Just because he's my son, I don't want to say it sucks. It's really terrible. I've been traveling with my son since he was 2 years old. I used to take him on the road with me. He'd be sitting on my lap, and we'd be talking. And I'd be doing my road sales and selling jewelry. So we've always been travel partners for a long time. He has a different eye, for fashion, and he does music that I would not do. So I do think we do complement each other, and we need to. But he needs to understand that some of the ideas I have, he hasn't even thought of it. Take advantage of your family, parents, your uncles, your aunts, your grandparents, ask them questions. Ask them things like, if you were in my position, what would you have done? You don't have to do that, but you can say, all right, I see what you mean. I can do that. Or if you, and ask a series of people.